Oh, it's live, pal.
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
You never came looking for me to prove that you're the baddest. So, I've come looking for you to prove you're not.
All over the country, people have been asking me, why, Eddie, why?
Week after week, trying to make me look like a jackass.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy. I'm home.
This ain't no disco. Ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome 3CT. We are live. It is Thursday, March the 6th, 2025. We're glad to be back with you for another one. Make sure you are following us on all of our social media. We're at 3 Count Thursday on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Blue Sky, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere you want to be. So make sure you give us a follow wherever you can. Subscribe on all podcast platforms. Rate and review where you can as well. We would certainly appreciate that. You can also grab your 3CT merch over on our TeePublic store. Now, rumor has it there are no sales on the TeePublic store today, but if you check back there tomorrow, there's a pretty good chance there will be, because that's just how the TeePublic world operates. So head over there, get something at full price, get something on sale when it does go. We would certainly appreciate the support there as well. No Smoke tonight. Not sure where he is. You can take your best guess. I'm sure Mark will take his best guess. Before we find out the how everybody else is doing, Tim, we might as well get something out of the way immediately.
I acknowledge you, Tribal Chief.
So we will discuss the meaning behind that here in a couple of minutes when we talk about our question of the week. But Tim made some big predictions, and actually, maybe, I don't know if you can call them predictions if they are 100% accurate. But Matt, we'll start with you.
You all right, sir?
Doing well. It's good to be back after a few weeks off. No Ryan's at some shit concert or something. I think he went to see Jess Zimmerman Band and friends. Ooh. So surprised Mark's not there, actually, to be honest.
He wishes he was going there.
It's Jess Zimmerman Band, but they're covering all Sha Na Na songs. So
Yes, I'm all about that.
All two of them.
Jeez, that sounds like a night. That sounds like a night.
That's one way to put it.
One, sure. Tim.
You all right, sir?
I'm good. I'm trying this new thing called eating better. It sucks. Don't like it. I'm also trying this new thing called having heat in my house.
Really?
We just got it back today. Today. Yes, today. The propane man came by. His name was Hank Hill, and he hooked the hose up to my backyard and told me everything was good. And now I don't have to worry about running space heaters in my basement to make sure shit doesn't freeze. So I feel good.
How long were you without heat?
11 days.
That sucks.
We went out Sunday. 2 Sundays ago. So 2 Sundays, then last Sunday, and when we got topped off today. so it's 12 days actually. 12.
There you go. Charlie.
I acknowledge
Charlie
you,
paying
Tribal Chief.
his respects to Tim as well. Devin checking in. Oh, it's 2K25 Eve.
Holy
Yeah.
If you
If
ordered
you're a
one today.
pseudo poor like Devin and only got the Dead Man edition, or if you were a real man and you paid 1/5 of a car payment to buy the Bloodline edition, like your boy did. Yeah, there is. I want all the Jim. I want all the shit and as much of the shit as I can possibly get day one-ish. I don't need you to hold shit back for me. I need the characters. I need everything. They're going to make me play the online mode so I can unlock shit. I don't like it. It pisses me off, but I'm in like Flint, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
WWE 2K25.
Yeah, I'm not earning my way to hidden characters. Just give me all that shit from the start. I'm too old.
I'm cool. I'm cool with unlocking characters through like the story mode or whatever.
Sure.
But like then there's shit that they gatekeep behind individual. Oh, he did get the bloodline. All right, never mind.
Scotty was the one.
Scotty's a pseudo poor. Sorry. I got it confused. It's easy.
Strays.
Poor Scotty.
I'm so busy being right about so many other things, Devin, that I can't be right about this.
I mean, it's true.
I want to see Devin and Tim on Twitch play 2K25.
I don't.
I do. I actually
I don't. Here's why.
I would create a Twitch account just to watch it.
You don't have to have a Twitch account. You can watch.
That's even better.
There you go. That's perfect.
Here's why I don't want to do that. I fully acknowledge that I am a 38, almost 39-year-old man. And I know I'm doing shit up here, but there's a lot of dead body cells and fat to get to my hands, to make my hands do what my brain wants me to do, and he will stomp me out. But if we never do it, it's all up in the air.
I don't know. I feel like you could take Devin. No offense, Devin. I feel like Tim could take it.
If he plays me in NCAA football, I got him. If he plays me in Madden, I got him. WWE 2K, different ball of wax.
I don't even remember the last WWE game that I played, if I'm being honest.
2K25's got like 300 available characters. Holy shit.
That seems like so many for a game that I would play. For a game that I would play 3 times. It's the reason I know I'm not going to get. It's the reason I know I'm not going to buy MLB The Show this year because it's not going to end up on Game Pass, and I'm not going to pay $60, $70 for a game that I'm barely going to play. Like I'll play it for like a week, and then it's like, okay, cool, it's a baseball game. I'm going to just go back to playing college football.
For the first time in a long time, I didn't buy NBA 2K this year.
I got it for free with my new TV.
I usually play 2K. I'm a big 2K guy for whatever reason. This year was the year, just like with Madden. I used to be a Madden every year dude. And then I got sick of it. And I was like, they need to fix franchise. Fix franchise mode, and I'm in. And now with the NBA, I'm like, fix your game.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years, I bought the same game.
Now that I have college football game, until Madden ends up on Game Pass, I will never even think about it.
Well, now you got to start. Now you got to start worrying about 26 college football 26.
I'm gonna pre-order it.
More kids have been offered NIL deals, which means more authentic names and roster people. The incentives are up more.
But Mark, we don't want to leave you hanging, unfortunately.
You all right, sir?
Hi, boys. I'm okay. Jimmy, I'm getting a cold, but I've been eating elderberries.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, boys.
Yep. That's that shit I don't like.
Elderberries.
You buy them by the bushel at Roots?
I got them at Roots Market in a container. The seal was broken, but the guy said they were new.
Let me guess. They expired about the time that Reagan was in office.
Well, they're elderberries. They're going to last beyond the expiration date.
I'm surprised that you didn't get the elderberry whoopie pies they had.
I'd like to. They were. I was focused on the false nuts this week.
Yeah, that's fair.
The false
Now,
nuts.
Mark, I'm sure I've asked you this before. Are you a powdered? Are you a cinnamon sugar? Are you a plain? What's your go-to false nut?
I got to get the powdered. I want it to look like I was standing too close to the chalkboard at school, Matt. So I go with the powdered.
I'm so glad that's the route he went.
Yep.
Yes.
He could have said anything.
I could have said
Literally
else.
anything else.
But I go with the powdered.
Jim, are you a false nuts guy?
I couldn't even tell. Well, actually, I can probably tell you last time I had a false nut. It was probably in 2020 because we would always get them from Weiser's up the hill from my old
It's called
super
Wise
science job. But
Sounds wise.
I'm typically not a false nut guy.
You don't like the false nuts.
No, I like the real nuts.
Do they have false nuts in Northeast Maryland, Tim, or is that just a PA thing?
It's so Fosnots are absolutely a PA thing. That's not here.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they have something like that in Chicago too. The Polish community has their own version of
They're called
Fosnot.
Poluskis or something.
Plotskis. Plotskis.
Hey, I think he has his thumb up that dog's ass.
He probably does.
No,
He's got a
good
puppet.
boy. Look how handsome he is in his sweater.
Nice puppet.
He's handsome. He's got his
But yeah, I didn't. Unfortunately, I meant to go out and get a donut in commemoration. Because that's the closest thing. Like I guess the difference is yeast, right?
Yeah.
Are all donuts made of yeast?
I think it's the lard that they cook them in or something.
They're Ponchkis. They're Polish donuts. Yeah. That's a big thing in Michigan as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, friend of mine from Michigan. I would imagine Fosnots are probably big Ohio, Indiana, because there's like a big Amish community in Ohio and Indiana as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's I'll just get a regular donut if I want one. I don't need it.
Yeah, I'll just celebrate Fat Tuesday tomorrow. I have a half day at work.
I'll just say
I'm
celebrate Fat Friday.
Yeah, fat every day.
Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, because I tomorrow after work, my wife and I and our roommate are going to volunteer at a local animal shelter.
Oh,
cool.
For a couple hours. So I'm going to convince them to let me stop for donuts.
There you go.
And what are they going to do? I'm driving, so they can't stop me.
I was going to say, it sounds like you can just make that decision.
I can. I just
You're
want their
behind the
approval.
wheel. You actually control where the vehicle goes. That's the beauty.
I just want their approval. And my hope is that they medicate themselves with mood enhancers on the way there. So by the time we're done, they will be ready for sugary pastry goodness.
There you go. That's the dream.
I'm hungry.
It is the dream.
Yes. Tim, I thought you were going to say you're hoping they'd let you get a pussy cat.
No, I do not want another cat in this house.
How many cats do you have in the house?
We have two.
Okay.
Pussies.
We have a fat white and like dark gray cat. That's my wife's. Her name is Ulaz, Ulaz. And then our roommate has an orange cat, very young cat.
Ryan, wrong day, bud. Wrong day.
Yeah,
bud.
I know.
Back in on Tuesday.
And the cat's name is Knives, like a character from. Oh God, what show is Knives from?
Mr. Belvedere.
Frasier.
No, you wouldn't know. It's an anime. I'm sad that I don't remember that, but it's Millions Knives. If there's a nerd here that watches anime, let me know. And then, of course, our dog Pepper, our lovely dog that we've met.
Pepper.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, let's dive in. We will get to some of the events of the past week. But yes, Mark.
Jimmy, we don't know how you're doing this week, and I'm upset.
Oh yeah. How are you doing?
Thank you for asking. I'm hanging in there. I have I was telling Tim before we went on air, my right ear feels like it's all like sinus clogged. But it seems to be improving, I think. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty
The
well.
right ear.
The right ear, not the left. The right. The right.
The right, correct.
But in honor of something we saw at Elimination Chamber this past weekend, I have a wrestling blind ranking prepared, and we're going to talk heel turns. We're going to talk heel turns. So, best heel turn to least best heel turn, and we will start with old HBK himself, Shawn Michaels. Turning on Marty Jannetty, throwing him through the old barber shop window.
That was good.
Well, Marty Jannetty's a coward, and he dove through that window.
He's trying to get away from Michaels.
Yeah, he's a little punk.
He got scurred.
He did get scurred.
And skirt him.
Boys, I feel like every time we do these things, we immediately put the first one at 3.
I was just going to say 3.
Yeah, we always do 3.
Because it's a really good heel turn, right?
It's
Like,
safe.
I think 4 is a little low. I think 2 is a little high, because depending on what's on the list,
All right.
right?
Yep. Let's go 3.
I just feel bad because we always make the first one 3 is like the pace setter, right?
Yeah.
We're all right. We're starting it at 3.
We have the measuring stick now.
The next one we go to is Seth Rollins being the old Plan B, joining the Authority, turning on the Shield.
Oh.
I would put that one higher than.
Really? I was gonna say it's maybe a tick lower than the barbershop window.
I'm afraid Jimmy's going to pull out 2 good ones for 1 and 2, so I'll have to go with 4.
Jim could also pull out one of the 19 Big Show turns.
You
We'll
could.
have to find out which one.
There's quite a few to choose from, but I heard 2 4s. So this one we're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in Seth Rollins at number 4, which takes us to Stone Cold Steve Austin making a deal with the devil at WrestleMania 17.
That's a 5 because it sucked.
So if you had asked me that last week, I would agree with Mark. But Marcus made a really great case the last time we talked about it. And just like the amount of desperation in Austin, like not winning the Rumble, losing to Triple H at No Way Out, needing to do whatever he could to win the WWE title at WrestleMania, going so far as deciding with his blood enemy. The execution is what's bad, but not the principle of it.
So desperation will make a man do
Crazy things.
Crazy things.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I'm gonna go with whatever you go.
Let's put it at the bottom.
Okay.
I'll trust
right.
Mark. I'll trust Mark on this one.
Here for you.
You locked Stone Cold in at number 5. Then we go to the Mega Powers Explode. Savage turning on old Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's
2.
It's up there for one of the greatest stories WWE's ever told. So 2.
Lock it in at 2.
2.
So which Big Show turn did you guys pick as number 1? No, I'm just kidding. I did not select the Big Show turn. There was too many to choose from.
I know.
Because like I can't even be like, the one where he cried on Monday Night Raw, because that doesn't narrow it down either.
He did that more as a face.
That's true. Well, I think he did it as a heel a couple of times. But no, you chose Roman Reigns aligning with Paul Heyman in 2020 as your number 1 heel turn of all time. But anything you would change?
Was that really like a heel turn?
Kind of. For him, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean,
like Roman's.
It probably didn't land the same because there was no crowd.
But he wasn't really like a face back then, was he?
when he came back, he smashed the Fiend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was he like kind of like sold out in a way to align with Heyman. I almost said Heenan.
Heenan.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it was like I think it's probably more character change than heel turn, but certainly is a different. And again, I think because of the no crowd too, that probably hurts the perception of it.
Yeah, on the status of a turn, it's probably 5 because he didn't really turn on anybody.
Right.
No,
he just changed.
Right.
Or all the other four you listed was a person doing something to someone else.
Yeah.
To turn, whereas Roman just came back as a badass and was like, you know what, Brock Lesnar ain't around. I'm using Paul.
All right, let's advance. Let's take a look at the past week, though.
Way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the.
Whoa, what happened there?
No, it like skipped ahead on me. But we are at week number 9 in our Wrestler of the Week standings. I didn't even think to check who won the damn scorecard thing. And it wasn't Devin. I don't think anybody's here to make their pick.
I finished 3rd.
Oh, congratulations.
A dude named Isaac won, and then High Noon finished 2nd. Yeah. So, and Devin finished like 8th. So
I have no idea who that is.
Devin, you really need to step it up, man. You talk so much shit to finish in 8th. Come on.
What I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's all talk. Matt, want to lead us off? Who is your pick for Wrestler of the Week this week?
I mean, I feel like to not pick John Cena here would be just doing it to be unique. I think that, everyone's talking about it. My stepdad, whose only news source is the Wall Street Journal, texted me earlier this week and asked what does a quote heel turn mean in wrestling. I'm reading about John Cena. So if it made it all the way to the pages of the Wall Street Journal, I will make John Cena my wrestler of the week.
There you go. Devin says, I won the Rumble, so shut up. Stay, you won once in like 3 years.
And I didn't participate in the Rumble, so shut up.
And that happened in January. We're in March now, Devin. Like,
that's a long time.
Shut your bitch ass up.
I think the Rumble was Rumble. No, the Rumble wasn't. The Rumble was February.
In February. That's a month ago.
But it was the 1st of February, so it was technically January 32nd. Yeah, January 32nd.
Look, January had 70 days. Fucking February had 6. It might as well have been fucking January.
Yeah.
And we're already almost halfway through March. Like, if there's anything good about,
we're not halfway through March.
Look, we're at the 6th. You might as well round up to the 10th. That's halfway there. Okay. Time is a construct. Fuck everything.
That's an efficient way to look at things, Jim.
Exactly.
What's gotten in
Doing my best. Tim, who do you got for the week?
Well, I do want to throw shame at Ryan for picking Sean Spears as his wrestler of the week. He won the North American and the NXT North American Championship from Tony D'Angelo.
You're a loser.
It's not like Io Sky didn't win the women's world title on Raw. It's not like Bianca Belair won the women's elimination chamber.
What the hell is even that?
But John Cena turned the wrestling world upside down on Saturday. I'm going John Cena for making me the smartest man in the world.
Yeah, you really were, man. You called it again.
I acknowledge you, tribal chief.
I'm like Megamind. Like if I turn, you just see a bulbous like brain shooting out of the back of my head.
If Devin turns, you see a bulbous something else. But
Yeah, that gives a whole new meaning to the phrase "dickhead." Am I right?
oh, Mark, what the fuck is that laugh? By the way, where's that from? Because that you stole that laugh from somebody.
He sure did.
So where'd that laugh come from?
What do you mean I stole it from somebody?
We know you, Mark. You steal something from everybody.
I know there's the scene from The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou with the goofy faced shark just swimming past. But I don't think that's hit the super box yet.
I don't even know what that is.
Mark, who do you?
I have no idea who that is.
Who do you got for your wrestler of the week this week?
Well, Jimmy, this was tougher than a $3 steak this week. Darn tough.
Inflation.
I'll say I think it's a $6 steak now.
It was a $2 steak. Now it's gone up.
Thanks, Byron. The see, you had a lot going on. You had a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot. A lot happened this week.
A lot. We had Sean Spears won the NXT North American Heavyweight Championship, but Jim does not acknowledge exists. We had Io Sky beat Rhea Ripples. We didn't see that coming.
No.
So
I kind of called that one too, but nobody said anything.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't need to.
I kind of said Rhea Ripley wasn't going to be women's champion heading into WrestleMania, and then he
How'd you know?
But that's okay. It's okay. It's a small win. It's a cherry on top of everything else.
It's a small win.
Cherry on top's usually good.
And I'll tell you what, that CM Punk gave one heck of a promo again on Raw. He did one heck of a promo.
Yeah, he did.
I was really leaning towards Punk.
He's still real good at that promo thing.
Man,
The promo on SmackDown was good.
It's such a good promo. But I got to go with Cena. You got to. Because Punk will do another good promo here probably next week.
Probably. I mean, we're on Mania season. He's on one right now.
He is on fire.
Yeah, I mean, Io Sky, huge win. Bianca, huge win. Sean Spears had a win. But it's absolutely John Cena, man. Like you give us the moment that so many people didn't think would ever happen unless your name's Tim Taylor. Like it has to be. It absolutely has to be John on that one. So John Cena is my wrestler of the week as well. So that's where we're gonna wrap that up for the week.
You think
your wrestler of the week?
We're still we're still workshopping the closing song, but
do you think Smokey didn't see the heel turn? Maybe that's why he went with
maybe. I don't know. I think he was watching. I think he claimed he was watching, at least parts of it.
Old Smoke.
But here's the thing: if people are seeing it from the Wall Street Journal who aren't even wrestling adjacent, then what excuse does Ryan have doing a weekly wrestling podcast?
That's a good point.
He might be at the Winterfest.
I don't give a shit if he's at the Summerfest.
I thought it was SummerSlam.
Summer slammed out
From the Summerfest.
Summer slammed out.
But speaking of the Cena heel turn,
count question of the week.
There's Ryan's contribution for the week. We all saw it. John Cena makes even the Wall Street Journal readers saw and heard about it. John Cena aligning with the final boss, The Rock, turning on Cody at Elimination Chamber on Saturday after his win, punching his ticket to WrestleMania 41 in the undisputed WWE Championship match. And I mean, within minutes, people already were starting to talk about where does this rank all time? We've heard I had friends texting me comparing it to Hogan joining and forming the NWO, other major heel turns. So really, where does this one rank for you guys? Is it the pinnacle? Because I think the benchmark since it happened was Hogan being the third man, right? Like, is that kind of your guys' number one? And is it still your number one?
Yes. It's my number one. I put Cena at 2.
You got Cena at 2.
I put Cena at 2 only because that heel turn with Hogan was number one. I don't think anything could top that. But Cena's darn close. It was the best heel turn since then.
If we're making like a Mount Rushmore of heel turns, I would say it makes my Mount Rushmore. But I don't know that I put it above Hogan. I don't even know if I put it above like the McMahon corporate ministry swerve.
Oh, okay.
But definitely top 4.
I don't know if I put it above Andre turning on Hulk leading up to WrestleMania 3.
Okay.
That was big.
Showing up on it wasn't the barbershop. It was Piper's Pit.
Piper's Pit.
Piper's Pit. And Hulk comes. Yeah.
I have that on right now.
Yeah, you have it on too? Nice.
I actually have it on. I'm watching it right now.
Hulk gets awarded the Wrestler of the Year trophy or whatever.
Yep, and his was bigger than Andre.
And it was bigger than Andre's, and Andre is just sick of being number 2. And he fucking rips the cross off of him, and I just remember Piper goes, "Hulk, man, you're bleeding."
You're bleeding. Yeah, that was so cheap. You're bleeding.
And Hulk was like, "Andre, why? And then like, because when Andre comes out on the stage, he's got Bobby Heenan with him, and he's like, "What are you doing with him?" Well, now we know. It is up there though in modern history. Like, there hasn't been anything like this in the last 25 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
not to this magnitude, right?
Yeah. And the thing is that like, and conversations with Marcus helped me put this into perspective too, right? We would have had Cena turn heel. Doing good, Scotty. Thank you for joining us. I think Cena would have turned heel a long time ago. But who did the WWE have until now that was a strong enough babyface that if Cena turned, it would mean something? Like when Hogan turns, the reason why Hogan's turn works so well is because he's in WCW and they have Sting.
That's a good point.
And so you have somebody who's there who Hulk can turn on, even though technically he turns on Savage, but Savage is on Sting's team. Now, like, you have Cody, who is a supernova of like overness and like babyface attitude, even though he said the F word. He's still got grit on him, and Cena's in a spot where
fuck yourself.
Hell yeah, Cody. But even then, like, Cena's in a spot much like Steve Austin. He's at the end of his rope. Like, John Cena has been losing to Solo Sikoa's left, right, and center until now. He didn't even, his one pinfall in the Elimination Chamber, or not even a pinfall, his one elimination in the Elimination Chamber was after Seth Rollins stomps Punk's head into the outside of the cell, and Cena immediately grabs him, puts him in a hell of a STF. And Cena's apologizing to Punk the whole way, knowing it's a dirty win.
Mm-hmm.
So like this turn, super meaningful, Mount Rushmore, best of the modern generation. And we have to remember too, like, guys, we're old. We have to pick, we're picking out heel turns from 30, 40 years ago. These kids don't know shit about that. This is cool.
I feel like the only moment that might have been bigger is if the Cena heel turn happened at the height of the Yes movement.
Right. But even then, like,
that's probably the only comparable, like,
yeah,
face that you were mentioning, like who was over, like, because Daniel Bryan was the most over wrestler since Stone Cold at that point.
Yeah. And in that moment, though, Cena was on his like give back tour.
Right.
Because you think at WrestleMania 30, he's wrestling Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
With the legacy stuff.
Yeah.
It's my legacy. And so like Cena's on that give back tour where he's like not in the main event. He's doing the US Open challenges. He's not really sniffing around the world title. Like I think at that point, his last world title match was the unification bout.
Yeah.
With Orton in the December pay-per-view with the ladder match.
Yeah, I mean, prior to that, because to start the Yes movement was Bryan beating Cena at SummerSlam. And then Triple H and Orton.
Yeah, the screws to him.
Yeah.
Orton cashes in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Triple H turns on Triple H pedigrees Daniel Bryan into Obliviacry. And we go from there.
Yeah.
But this is so it's different. This is bigger than any other heel turn that there's ever been, but it is not greater. It's bigger from just the sheer multitude. It's the exponential growth of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Cena is more than just a wrestler. Cena is the voiceover of the dude, or Cena is the voiceover of the guy who is taking your order at McDonald's. That's who John Cena is. John Cena is McDonald's famous.
Right, like all these pissed off WWE fans who went for their McMuffins on Monday morning had to stare at the guy who just ripped their soul out.
Yeah,
the day before on the checkout screen.
And he's doing it with the arguably single biggest box office attraction in movies, The Rock.
Yep.
And he's doing it with one of the more influential rappers / producers in the game right now, and Travis Scott
said can go fuck himself.
Look, man, I was big on the Nightmare Narcotic as much as anybody, but Cody did not deserve that hate crime in the middle of the effing ring, dude.
Scott laid them shots in. Nobody told him it wasn't real.
Well, no, okay. So I had a point. Cody got that because of John Cena.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Because if you watch the whole thing, The Rock says, hold him down. Cena's got the legs. And Travis Scott's like, I got to hit him. So he picks him up.
Okay, yeah.
Travis Scott pulls Cody up to his knees. And right when Travis Scott gets into his face and he goes to slap him, Cena cuts him off and buries a forearm into Cody's back and shoves him back to the mat. So Travis Scott's like, well, I got to hit him where he lies now. It's golf. Like, I had a clean shot, and now the wind pushed my ball into the bunker. Right. So now I got to mollywop this dude, and he
sure did.
Man, but it's good for the business.
Oh yeah.
And Cody's when that receipt comes around,
and he's got that big shiner on his eye. That's good money. That's
let
money.
him come to Raw. Let him come to SmackDown tomorrow with sunglasses on, and then he just pulls them off one time for the one time, and you just see a
That's so
black
good.
hole, and you can see the depths of outer space in the black hole that's on his face.
I think the thing that makes that makes this definitely Mount Rushmore. I think to me, at least number 2 is it really did seem like it was never going to happen. I know, Tim, you told us it was going to happen last week. We should have listened to you. That you said it was going to happen last week. But like Cena, like I thought a couple of years ago there was a chance we could have gotten it. But then, you know, he comes out, retirement tour, we're getting new merch in every city. Where it's the shaking hands and kissing babies tour. To give one final send off to the guy who's given his whole life to the WWE, and just the execution of it again. You know, you have this big decision for Cody, and he's out here.
Go fuck yourself.
He's out there dropping F-bombs on WWE programming, and like how
I think that's the first. I think it's the first live hot mic F-bomb in WWE history.
Yeah, I don't remember ever hearing it. And like to me, like it makes it very impactful because we've never heard it before. And like now looking back on it, like if you go back and watch it now, watch John Cena react to everything Cody's doing. And in hindsight, it's almost a tell because boy was John yucking it up the whole time.
As a person,
again, that's also what John Cena's kind of been. He's almost been this cartoony character for the last, couple of runs here.
As a person who was waiting for this to happen, once The Rock's music hit and Cena did not leave the ring,
you knew it was on.
I knew it was on like Donkey Kong. And then the way that the camera was framed, I don't think you have a picture of it, but The Rock is close to the camera, back turned in the corner. Cody is center ring, but the camera is shooting between the two of them. And in the background is Travis Scott and Cena. And Cena is lens lice. He is so extra.
Okay.
Like even more extra than before. Like he is absolutely yucking it up. Everything Cody says is amazing. Everything The Rock says is bullshit. Even to the point after when Cody says, go F yourself, and Cena pops. There's that exchange between The Rock and Cena where Cena goes, this guy's got balls, don't he?
Right.
And he's like talking about it, and then he goes and he daps up Cody, and you get the 1,000-yard stare to the final boss.
Like that moment, and the camera work, the production, the execution of everything, was fantastic. The throat slash, yeah, and then we're off to the races. But I think that's what it is it really to me. Like when they did the little dap there, I'm still thinking about Cody dropping an F-bomb.
No,
you know what I mean? Because again, it's just like holy, like, well, that was pretty freaking cool. Like, and then of course then we get the turn, the beatdown. Rock and Cena leave together. The post show stuff with Cena just walking in and doing the mic drop. I mean, it is so different than what we've come to expect. With John Cena over the last decade plus. And I think I saw somebody shared that he posted a TikTok and it had the Thugonomics music. So I don't know if we're getting that. I don't know if we're getting a new track. But certainly would lend itself to probably a change.
Well, Cena recently did an interview with Chris Van Vliet.
Yes.
And Chris asked him about the heel turn. Like before, like you've never turned heel or whatever. And Cena goes, there is a version of My Time Is Now, but the trumpets are saxophones. and the lyrics are changed. He went into the studio and has on ice a heel theme, which is a different version of My Time Is Now.
Okay, maybe they'll bust that out. I hope they do.
There's a possibility he dusts that off. I think it would be super cool if Travis Scott does a version of it.
That would make sense.
And like, because now, like, people can talk crap about Travis Scott all you want. Brother man Bill, he is Dennis Rodman right now.
Right.
That is Cactus Jack 2.0 is Rodzilla.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's so cool. Like Mania season, like I literally caught full blown WrestleMania fever.
Same. Yeah,
at
not
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, not that I was not going to watch WrestleMania, not that I've been watching more WWE programming in the last couple of weeks, because in the post Rumble, the Rumble to Mania time frame, I always do that anyway. But like this, yeah, this changed the game on it as well. Just checking in on comments here. No one helping Cody was hilarious. That's called sympathy. It's the reason that most baby faces don't get help, unless there's an active or feud coming in.
But also think about it. Cena was his trump card. Well, the Undertaker was, but Cena was his number 2 trump card when he took out Roman.
Yeah.
Punk was just in the Elimination Chamber. He's no good. Seth was just in the Elimination Chamber. He's no good.
He's out.
Sami Zayn got murdered by Kevin Owens.
Rip.
He's no good.
Pour one out for Sami Zayn.
Jey Uso's not in the building.
Nope.
Yeet.
It's literally Cody by himself on an island.
Yeah.
And he thinks he might have Cena. And if you're Cody, you think that you've kind of got The Rock. Now, of course, you know you're going to deny giving your soul to him for one reason or another, whether you gave it to
fuck yourself,
whether you gave it to the people in the ring a long time ago, or maybe you gave it to somebody else before then. Like, who's to say, right? But it's so meticulous and perfect and spotless. And even then, even with something like this that puts like a stamp on something, there are still a ton of unknowns heading into the home stretch of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, do you know who has been radio silent since the Royal Rumble?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
I think
we have no idea what he's doing for Mania.
I think we see, and we're going to run out of time, so we're not going to get to previewing the Mania card because I do want to get to the Revolution preview. We'll preview the Mania card next week, but I think we get a Roman appearance this Monday.
In Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I think Roman will appear then and maybe get involved with some steel cage match thingy that they're doing there. Whether it's during or post, that will get us to our Mania situation with those characters. Scotty says the turn shocked him beyond belief. Do you think people will cheer him a little? There will probably be pockets that will. I mean, I think that's the nature of wrestling fandom. But I think, and again, I think that was to Tim's point through Marcus, that the level of babyface that Cody is, will carry the heel heat for John Cena in this feud because of it. And so yeah, there will be pockets of people that cheer him. But
I will. The one thing I will say about WrestleMania, heading up to anything else, and I'm going to share my screen really quick.
Sure.
WWE does everything through merchandising, right? So WWE just released a new wave of shirts. We've got some black and white WrestleMania shirts. We've got
These
some gold
Prosphere shirts are
WrestleMania.
fucking awful, by the way.
Which ones?
Those Prosphere shirts.
Yeah. You've got the all over print Mania shirt. You've got like a gambling shirt here.
Ooh, I see some Mark Christmas presents there.
I sure do.
I'm ready.
But
Yes.
look what's here in the midst of all these WrestleMania shirts.
Well, you heard Austin was on a podcast this week, right? And said that if Cody
needs help,
he's just a short drive away.
Dog, if the three-way, if the link up is Rock, Cena, and Travis Scott versus Cody, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and a third,
George Strait,
like Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Now, Austin, I don't think Austin will be able to wrestle.
Yes, he would. Why?
He just had a double knee jammy.
So the fuck what? He wrestled with a broken freaking neck for forever. He's in a 6-man tag. He'll be fine.
That was Kurt Angle.
No,
actually, Austin did have a broken neck as well.
Owen Hart almost sent him to the upper room because of a pile driver.
That's you got a point.
He rolled him up. Well, technically, Owen rolled himself up, but still, Austin crawled.
That's true. But man doesn't need two good knees to be throwing some chair shots. That's all I'm saying.
What do knees got to do when you throwing knees?
That's a good point.
Just stopping people?
Fuck. Scotty also says, does Cena still do the Make-A-Wish stuff, or does he say fuck them kids?
Well, I did see that WWE has trademarked the phrase Break-A-Wish.
No, they did not.
I believe Break-A-Wish has been trademarked by WWE.
Oh boy, that's kind of fun though, let's be honest. Here's the thing. If a kid still wants to have a Make-A-Wish with John Cena, like you can't not do that, right? Like I don't know how that program works, but like I feel like you can't not go through with that if that's what the child still wants. Apparently they did, according to WrestleVotes. WrestleVote's fairly accurate when it comes to.
I mean, it's WrestleVotes via Fightful.
Via Fightful. Well, both of those.
But still, this isn't hard. This isn't hard to find out. You can literally go to the U.S. Trademark and Patents Office website and search for it.
I think I was shut down.
Oh, it was Doge. Got it.
Probably.
Got it. That makes sense.
Most likely.
Why would you need that?
Exactly. Big Mac says Big Bad Bunny posted he was shocked, so he's getting himself involved.
Oh, sorry. That was Wessel Votes. That's not the real Wrestle Votes.
He's a little.
I don't care. I still believe it.
Adam Shepard usually trolls people on draft.
He gets you.
No, I've made it a point to like mute all, like anytime I see a clearly parodied account, because I don't want to fall into that trap. But anything else regarding the heel turn and the events of this past weekend?
He's a heel.
He's a heel. Mark,
I will say, you miss 100% of the shots. You don't take Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
There you go.
I acknowledge you, Tribal Chief.
I will continue to shoot for the moon for these long shot, never gonna happen shit in all of my wrestling, so that when I get it right, I can hang my hat gold star that shit forever.
Look, I called John Cena winning 17 like 5.5 years ago. And I promise you this, when it happens, I am ordering the shirt and I'm shipping it to Ryan's house the night of WrestleMania Sunday. I will purchase the shirt the minute it hits the shop, and I'm sending it to Ryan's house. And he will.
Victory lap.
Absolutely.
There is nothing like Matt just recently experienced this with the Super Bowl and the Eagles. There is nothing like being right.
It's
Whatever, whether it's a foregone conclusion or a long shot, being right is being right.
I mean,
I
here's the
don't
deal.
care.
and like sometimes just taking that gamble to make like, so I had put a $50 bonus bet on Notre Dame to win the national title this year. I could have cashed it out. So it's a free bet. I literally spent $0 on this thing. It was just a bonus bet, and it would have cashed out over $1,200. I could have cashed out early and made. I think the highest my cash out offer was like $325. But I'm like, absolutely not, because I want, if it happens, if it hits, I want not only my team to win, I want that $1,200.
I have a ladder bet that is saved for the entire NBA season on Bronny James.
Oh no!
I bet a max of $10 for Bronny to score 20 points in a game, 25 points in a game, and 30 points in a game. Just one game. He has to make those points. And if he makes it all in the same game, it all counts.
Okay.
And the payout is over $500.
Yo. How many games has he played in the NBA this year?
I don't know, but he's not going to do it, and I wasted $10. But still,
that's all right.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You can't win the big bet if you don't place the big bet.
You can't. Scared money don't make money. Now, stupid money also doesn't make money, and
that's correct.
And that's
correct. Like if you start going up on like a slot machine and you go, I should probably leave right now, and then you start to slip, get out then. Otherwise, you're going to end up going, where'd all my monies go?
You want to know how people lose a shit ton of money? One phrase: can't leave on a heater. Because you go from red hot to ice cold, and you didn't catch it
real fast.
You didn't catch the temperature change.
No,
you did not.
No, you did not. All right, let's take a look. This Sunday night, it is AEW Revolution. I do like the new logo, and color scheme and everything this year. They definitely broke away from the pattern this year. But this Sunday night, Crypto.com Arena. Speaking of, Bronny James is a Laker, right? I don't even know.
He is a Laker.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of Bronny James, the Crypto.com Arena this Sunday night, March the 9th in Los Angeles. We have, I believe it's 10 matches on the card. Probably more to be added before we get to Sunday, at least on the buy-in, which is where we will start. Mark's favorite, Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration taking on Johnny TV and the M&M, is it M&M collection? MXM collection of Mansoor and Mason Madden. Matt, we'll start with you.
Mark's favorite team. Just because Mansoor sounded like monsoon.
Monsoon. Tim.
I'm going Big Boom, AJ, OC, and Mark Briscoe, because why the H not?
Why not? Mark, I don't even need to ask you, do I?
No. While Cena was turning heel over on AEW, they had that Big Boom Bozo, or whatever his name is, fighting over a chocolate chip cookie. That's the God's honest truth. How awful.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
Look,
what a freaking joke.
I tried to tell you guys years ago, get off of this shit. And everybody's a Jim's a hater.
That started out good. It's sunk quickly.
You act like there wasn't a food fight on the WWE pay-per-view.
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt. Look, that also happened during the pandemic. Like that, I don't think that counts.
It happened during the Money in the Bank.
It did.
During the pandemic.
I don't care.
That's what
they also did attempted murders there, too.
Well, you know. It is what it is. So, Mark,
Has
you're taking
anyone
Big
seen
Boom AJ?
Aleister Black since?
I'll take Johnny TV and M&M's. Man, I can't stand those Costco people. I can't stand them.
No, I Mark
hate
actually sent me a text earlier. He said, "Make sure you pick Big Boom AJ in the conglomeration for me. I'm gonna act like I don't want him to win." All right, Devin
What
has
is that?
the boom crew or whatever the hell they're called.
God,
There we go. Steel cage match. Will Ospreay taking on Kyle Fletcher. Matt.
Give me Will Ospreay in this one.
All right, Tim.
The aerial assassin Will Ospreay must pose.
There you go, Mark.
I think that William Ocean Spray.
You gotta get some new material, bud.
Fletcher. What's his name?
Kyle Fletcher.
Isn't he the golden boy, but he's bald?
He's not bald, is he?
No.
All right, never mind.
Mark, who are you talking about?
I don't know who Kyle Fletcher is. Now you went to school with an Angie Fletcher. There's any relation?
Well, yeah, people you went to school with, they're probably bald if they're not dead.
Well,
Yeah, no, I'm taking Will Ospreay. Devin's got Ospreay as well. Then we go singles match for the AEW Continental Championship. Kazuchika Okada taking on Brody King. Matt.
I have Okada retaining.
All right, Tim.
I also have Okada retaining.
Mark.
I also have Gotcha retaining.
Stupid.
Okada retains. Devin has Okada retaining as well. Singles match, MJF taking on Hangman Adam Page. Matt.
Give me Hangman for this one. I'll steal Mark's bit.
Hangman.
It's all right. He stole it from somebody else anyway.
That's
Tim.
Sure.
Oh, hanger.
All right, Mark.
You know what? I'll go with Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
You would.
You fucking mark!
I will take the Hangman Adam Page. Next one, tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. The Hurt Syndicate taking on the Outrunners. Matt.
I like the Outrunners to be your new AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Ooh, Tim.
I love the Outrunners, but not against the Hurt Syndicate.
Mark.
Who the devil are the Outboarders?
Oh my God, Mark! It's not like we run a wrestling podcast.
Come on, Mark. It's
here.
Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. Everybody knows this. That's why I didn't quantify it.
They're the youngest men alive.
I guess it's fair. Jim does ban us from watching more than 1 hour of AEW content a week.
I didn't catch that.
You got to pick and choose at the right time, Matt.
I got to go with the Hurt Business.
All right, the Hurt Syndicate. I will take
the Hurt Business.
The
Hurt Locker.
The Hurt Locker as well. Devin has the Hurt Syndicate as well. Then we go singles match for the AEW TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe. Did I say that right, Tim?
Good job.
Yes. Locked in, baby. Matt, who you got?
Mercedes retaining.
All right, Tim.
Mercedes retains in a excellent match. They're gonna burn it down.
Nice. Mark.
Who's Monet wrestling?
Just pick Monet, please, for the love of God.
I thought you were stuttering when you said her name.
Oh my God.
I mean that in a nice way. I better go with
please.
The CEO.
Mark, you made Tim quit.
Oh, he's gone.
What?
What's her name?
I'm
Momo?
not gonna sit here and listen to this effing mockery of Japanese people.
I didn't know what her name is. What is it? Momo?
Momo is correct,
Watanabe.
Yeah.
Mark, can you please just pick Mercedes so we can
Momo Makanami. I'm gonna go with. I'll go with.
You sound like Vince McMahon and Jesse Ventura trying to talk about the jumping bomb angels at the Royal Rumble.
I'm sorry if that upsets you, Tim.
Oh,
I
I don't know their names, so we're just gonna call them Red and Yellow because that's what they're wearing.
We got Red Angel in there.
I will take Mercedes. Devin has Mercedes as well. Singles match to determine the number one contender for the AEW World Title: Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. Matt,
Hands are tied with this one. As much as I'd like to pick Ricochet, I am bound to pick a former guest of the show. So Swerve Strickland will become
rules
number
are
one
rules.
contender.
Matt, all right, Tim.
I think that Ricochet picks up the victory over Swerve Strickland and is helped by Prince Nana.
Ooh, okay.
It's not nah.
Little swerve on swerve there. I see. Mark.
That's like a Shaw. Nah.
Oh,
Now,
You ruined it.
let's see. I'm not a big fan of Ricochet, so I got to go with.
That's actually really good. Where did you steal that from?
Yeah, no.
That's a good one.
Who did you steal that from? That's too good.
No, that is darn good. His name is Ricochet. I got to go with Swerve because he was a friend of the show.
All right.
I'm sorry. That Ricochet.
I'll take Swerve. Former guest of the show. I will take Swerve as well. Devin has Swerve. Falls Count Anywhere match for the AEW Women's World Title. Timeless Tony Storm defending against Mariah May. Matt.
I have Mariah May taking the AEW Women's World Championship.
All right, Tim.
Oh, I'm so torn. I think it's Tony time.
She's going to retain.
Tony retains.
All right, Mark.
I think it's Maria May's time.
All right. I think the fans win.
Yes.
But I think Tony retains. I do think
Their
Tony
promo on Dynamite this week was very good.
I have to circle back and check that out. Singles. Devin has Tony Storm. Singles match for the AEW International Title. Takeshita taking on Kenny Omega. Matt.
Takeshita retains.
All right, Tim.
Takeshita is the best in the world. Kenny Omega wins.
Ooh, Mark.
You say take it. That's what Smokey's been doing this whole episode, I believe.
That's right. That's why he's not here.
That's probably true.
He's in the restroom. He took too much of that Mama milk and magnesia. It went right through him. Now this is Kenny Omega.
Your butt cheeks. I don't want to look.
Well, I don't want to look either, Smoke. But sometimes you gotta see if that stall's occupied. Oh, I guess I'll go with Omega Man.
All right.
In the ass.
And then
No.
I will. I'll take Omega.
Unnecessary, but great.
We need some more Smokey clips.
I don't know if we can fit
I
anymore.
was gonna say the whole board is smoky clips.
It'll choke you if you suck too hard.
Kenny Omega. Devin has Omega as well. And then lastly, we have the AEW World Title match, singles match for it. John Moxley defending against Cope. Matt.
I hate that stupid name. Cope wins. No, I'm not even picking him because of that. Moxley wins.
Tim.
You know that bold shit that I kept talking about?
Ooh, here we go.
Mox retains and Switchblade Jay White costs Mox.
Wait. Mox
Cost
retains.
Or sorry, Mox is Cope.
Cost Cope.
Or
Okay.
He costs Cope.
Gotcha. I was like, hold on a second. I was like, I know I'm not.
I literally said the exact same thing in the soon to be named network Discord, where I was like, I think Switchblade costs Cope or turns on Cope and costs I'm like, no, it's so weird. He turns on He's gonna turn on Cope and happenstance.
Like Kevin says, John Moxley win helped by Swiftblade.
Yep.
That's
Couldn't be more right.
That's what you meant to say. Mark.
Yes.
Who is it? Light Switch and Swiftblade.
No, it's Moxley versus Cope.
I freaking hate that name, Cope. God, it's so stupid. Cope? Dude, just call me Cope. Get out of here, man. It's
I love
awful.
that now between Ryan and Mark, they shit on AEW so much, I don't even have to do it.
Well, AEW deserves it anymore. It's gotten so bad.
I can be a neutral
Oh my God.
party.
Are you watching the same shit I'm watching? I don't think you are.
Yeah.
No, Mark is a super box. I don't think anything he's watching is what we're watching.
Well, it's in a different language, but I'm watching.
I just need to know what you guys think is so bad.
Oh, it's terrible. They got some guy out there wrestling, talking about a cookie. Some moron they picked up. He was sweeping up at the Costco cafe.
In my defense, I haven't watched AEW in a while, so I can't praise or crap on them.
I used to enjoy their pay-per-views. Now I wouldn't watch one at gunpoint.
That's not true.
Oh, that's true. I'd watch it at gunpoint, but you know.
Cousin Brian would invite you over, and you'll be there in a heartbeat.
I would go over, sure.
Like an hour and a half late, but a heartbeat.
Oh, that's because Stacy might pull a gun on me, and I'd be at gunpoint. I'd have to.
Are you picking Mox or Cope?
Oh, I gotta go with Mox the plumber, because I hate freaking Cope. I mean, I like it.
I hate the name, but I feel like it is going to be Cope.
That's like the cans of corn around here, Cope corns. Man, stupid Cope. Oh, it's Cope. Okay, Cope.
You're champion, Cope.
Cope.
It doesn't sound good.
That's what I'll be trying to do if I watch that pay-per-view. I'll try to cope through it. God, dog.
Cope's got to get a win at some point, right? And he's back. He's healthy.
He literally just won on Wednesday over Wheeler.
No, I mean, he's got to win the title at some point.
He was literally just TNT champion before he came back.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. He's got to win the title.
No, he does not. At 75 years old, he needs to win the title? Okay.
What are you saying? Us 75-year-olds can't do it?
Yes.
That's exactly
Not that you can't, but you shouldn't.
Right.
And hey, if the bloated corpse of Chris Jericho can carry around that title.
Oh, that's also a mistake.
Cope kid. Nice thing is, no Jericho on this pay-per-view.
Things that you shouldn't be over 70. A wrestling world champion, president of the United States. I could go on forever, baby.
There you go.
Ain't no need for that.
All right, that's going to wrap us up for the week. Thank you all for playing along in the comments. We always appreciate it. Make sure you are following us on all of our social media. We're at 3 Count Thursday across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all of them. Grab us over there. You can get us on YouTube at the same. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review where you can. Certainly would appreciate all the support. And grab our merchandise over at our TeePublic store. We will have a Tuesday podcast hitting the airwaves at midnight on midnight Eastern on Tuesday. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast feed for that. And we will be back next Thursday to talk Revolution, Fallout, Road to WrestleMania, and more. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, and as always, go for the pin.